A short update on the energies. January 27, 2015. By now, much has been set into motion that will once again necessitate a period of incubation before it can take fully hold, and what we mean by that is simply this: you have once again completed one of many cycles whereby your energetic environment, both on the inside and on the outside, has been reset to such a degree, the overall effect it has on your physical and mental vehicle is so great, it needs to be incrementally digested. In other words, look upon this as a period of more quiet reflection, and when we use the word reflection, we use it on purpose. For now is the time to not only cast your eyes about in ways that will be better suited to take in the inner workings of your own physical vehicle, but also in a manner that will enable you to entrain yourself with what is being broadcast from all the sources around you, both in the way of all of the physical sources for these new frequencies, but also the more esoteric ones. Again, our choice of words may seem to cloudy up the surface of this wonderful mirror you are all part and parcel of here, at this gathering place you call the pond, but in effect, they will help you the better to see what it is that is in actual fact taking place beneath what is at times a rather stirred up surface. For even as you come together, your own energetic interactions will set things astir, but they will do so in a good way. For this pattern of crisscrossing wavelets that your outpourings here at the pond create will help to engender some very clear and defined responses in those deeper layers, both in you as individuals, but also in this magnificent collective unit that you are all a part of. Let us explain. As we have talked about many a time before, you all carry a unique frequential signature within your system, while at the same time, there is also a part of your energetic makeup that is a perfect match with the collective vibration that is being engendered here at the pond. And so, like the more complex musical instruments, you are all polyphonic. That is, you are capable of entraining yourself perfectly by allowing that unique frequential signature of yours blend in with that clearly defined carrier tune that constitutes the basic structure for this entire unit. In other words, you vibrate not just in one energetic note, but in a whole harmony, and even if your signature tune will always differ from that of the others, it will also harmonize perfectly with that ever-expanding group of individuals that you are here to co-create with. For just like the basic swirls on the tips of your fingers all resemble each other in such a way, they make a harmonious whole if you compare them individually, they also differ from each other to such a degree, none are a perfect match to another. But still every sequence and combination of swirls and loops are needed in order to make the whole construction complete, and so too it is with your energetic frequencies. And now, all of you have added another set of strings to your lyres as it were, and just like any seasoned musician, you need time to familiarize yourself with the new sound of your instrument. For even if that instrument is one that you are more than familiar with by now, after all it consists of the very essence of your being housed within that same physical frame you have had ever since you came into flesh this time around. Now, that instrument has acquired a whole new range of harmonic potential that you have yet to explore. Not only that, these new frequencies will also allow your interplay with others to evolve to a much higher degree, so therefore you all need time and indeed space to allow this new range to extend itself fully. So again we say know that all is well even if everything may feel even less familiar than before. For that is why you are here, to keep pushing that envelope further and further out by taking new steps in literally every direction. For every time you receive these emissaries of light into your system, they come to accompany you on that next step of this journey, and as you are all more than aware of by now, every step of this journey will inevitably lead you into uncharted terrain. So take some time to sit and pluck your new strings, and try to listen into what it is they are telling you. Also allow these new notes to drift out into the ethers, for when you allow these new notes to emerge from you, you will set off the corresponding vibrations in those around you, connected to this same orchestra, and then, you will all help to entrain each other in such a way, the combined output of all of these new chords will reach another quantum level. Again, our choice of words may seem a bit flowery or obtuse for some, but be that as it may. What we are trying to convey is simply this: now your range has once again been increased, and we do mean that both in a very literal way, but also in a more esoteric way. For you have now at your disposal an instrument that is capable of soaring even higher and reaching even deeper than what it used to, so do not hesitate to try out its potential. So sit up and listen to your own inner tune, and do not forget to take notice of what it is you hear coming to you from the at time perhaps still somewhat hesitant strumming from others. For when the vibrations from your own unique instrument is allowed to answer back, your response will set off some very new frequencies in the recipient of your response. And so it will continue to unfold, as these new frequencies begin to bounce back and forth between you all. So now, it is indeed time to play and time to listen, for this is not a one-way process, it is in actual fact a conversation that needs to take place, one where all are invited to say their piece, and one where all are welcome to have their say. For then, the symphony you create will be one that will move so much along with it in its wake. So do not be shy, dear ones, for even if you might feel like a novice at this, you are in actual fact an old hand at this kind of energetic conversation, so simply allow yourself to be creative. For you will not be judged in any way by your output, for the main thing is simply this, it is there for you to enjoy playing around with, for this is a vital part of being a creator, daring to allow the pure joy of creating be your guide when it comes to letting go. And only by letting go of any idea of perfection will you be able to create, for perfection is not the ideal to strive for here, that is merely an old imprint created to restrict you by setting up a standard for how, what and when to do anything at all, a standard that only serves to disable any and all thirst for creating. So just allow yourself to let go and enjoy the process of exploring in itself. And then what you will help to co-create will be beyond perfection itself, for then what you create will be as vibrant and as alive as only something coming from the shared joy of creating from the heart can be. The Constant Companions. Channeled by Asia North. asianorth.wordpress.com